What's up, you guys? It's Steve here, and things are starting to get nuts, you guys. I mean, just like every hour, stuff is changing, and something just came out this morning. This is your stimulus check update, stimulus package update, and just take a look at this. Just look at what came out this morning, you guys. Senator Sinema to Nancy Pelosi, break your word on infrastructure, and I'm out. I'm out. Like, we're done. Like, this is nuts, you guys. This is crazy. This is just crazy. This is nuts. Alright, you guys, I'm back. I just had to take a breather. It's just like, who threatens Nancy Pelosi? Like, you got a death wish? But now we got Senator Joe Manchin and Kirsten Sinema. Keep in mind, both members of the Democratic caucus in the Senate, and we need all 50 senators to pass the next stimulus package, and they're threatening Nancy Pelosi that if she doesn't meet that timeline of September 27th, like she promised, that it is curtains for stimulus. And you guys, let's just walk through what's just happened, like, over the course of, like, the last couple days, right? Okay, so, as you guys know, Congress is working away on the infrastructure bill. It's got two parts, infrastructure and stimulus. Infrastructure's passed. It's done. It's just sitting in the House of Representatives. Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, though, is kind of holding it hostage, saying, listen, I'm not passing infrastructure and sending it on to the president until you also pass stimulus. We need stimulus as well, both parts of the infrastructure package. Money for traditional infrastructure, money for people. So she said, let's get it done. And they said, listen, we need you to pass infrastructure through. And she said, listen, we'll do a compromise, okay? Because they said, if you don't push infrastructure through, we're going to wreck your stimulus. Here's the compromise. September 27th, you're going to take up that infrastructure bill for a vote in the House and pass it through. And that'll give you until then to get your stimulus package ready. And that is quite an ambitious schedule because we're talking about $3.5 trillion worth of stimulus provisions to get ready from just a proposal all the way to an official prepared bill. At $3.5 trillion, keep in mind. Now, they're cranking away trying to get this ready. What we're hearing is they're saying they might not get it done in time. Now, to make matters worse, Senator Joe Manchin comes out and says, I'm not going to support $3.5 trillion. Revise the bill. Cut it down to 1 or 1.5. A lot of people got upset. A lot of Democratic progressive members in the House of Representatives said, we're going to wreck your infrastructure if you try to mess with our stimulus. Biden says, listen, guys, don't worry. I'll talk to him. I'll get him on board. Biden goes and talks to him. Biden comes out of the meeting and says he's not on board. As a matter of fact, you guys, let's just come down on the price because if we don't pass anything here, we're going to lose control of all of Congress. Like right now, Democrats control everything. And if we don't pass something, infrastructure, stimulus, something, midterm elections are right around the corner. We're going to lose control. Republicans are going to take over. Just come down on the price. Now, you guys, we're hearing that in order for them to make these modifications, to cut it down, to make these changes, they're likely not going to hit that deadline. As I reported to you guys, take a look here. House Democrats say Congress may slip past Pelosi's 27th infrastructure goal. They're saying they're not going to make it. There's not enough time. It's not going to happen. And you guys, late last night, and I reported to you this morning, Manchin is also saying, you know what? Let's just not do stimulus till next year, 2022. So the time frame has totally changed now, potentially on stimulus. It's looking very likely the 27th is not going to happen. And then we've got this. Senator Sinema comes out and says to Nancy Pelosi, threatening her, listen, if you break your word on infrastructure, you said the 27th. It's not my fault that you're not getting stimulus done on time. It's not my fault that Joe Manchin's saying you need to cut it down because we're concerned about debt and inflation. And if you break your promise, you can count my vote as a no on stimulus, and just one no vote ruins the entire stimulus package, you guys. Now, also, keep in mind the fact that progressives are saying, if you do take it up, we're going to wreck the infrastructure bill. To which Kirsten Sinema is saying, wreck the infrastructure bill, that's fine. Then when stimulus comes around, I'll wreck it too, you guys. So, man, I don't know where we go from here, but you guys, let's dive into this article. I'm going to let you know the details of what we're hearing just this morning about Kirsten Sinema saying that if you don't meet the deadline, I'm out. And it looks like they're not going to meet the deadline, so we will see you guys. So as always, links in the description below. We're going to dive right in. But before we do, if you could do me a quick favor, just takes a second. If you like and appreciate these updates, don't forget, smash that like button. Just takes a second. I would appreciate it. Helps out the channel. Just lets the algorithm know that you think I'm doing a good job keeping you up to date. And they're going to go ahead and continue to promote my channel and my videos. Also, leave your comments down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this one. Share this out if you think it's going to help out other people. And if this is your first time here and you want to stay up to date, don't forget, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, come join the Ram fam, the viewing community. I will keep you up to date on the changing by the hour stimulus updates. And you guys, if you got any specific questions that you want me to answer, shoot them to me in the DM on Instagram at SteveRam3. That's the best way to get a hold of me. And yes, I go through all my DMs. And it might take me a little while because I get a lot of them, but be patient. I will get to your DM and I will respond to the best of my abilities. And be careful here on YouTube because there's those scammers that they take my picture and they say, oh, I'm Steve Ram. And then they say, oh, contact me at this number on WhatsApp and send my assistant money. And you guys, I don't have an assistant, I don't have a WhatsApp, and I don't randomly ask for your money in the comments, okay? That's not me. Contact me on Instagram. But with that being said, you guys, let's dive into these articles. I'm going to get you caught up on the latest as to what's happening right now with stimulus that will likely probably change in just a couple hours. But for now, let's go ahead and dive right in. Alright, you guys, so link in the description below to this article that just came out this morning that reads, Senator Sinema to Nancy Pelosi, break your word on infrastructure, and I am out. Now, the article says, hot off the heels of Senator Joe Manchin's Whoa Nelly. Politico reports that Senator Sinema has told Joe Biden that she's aware of the games that are being played by Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi and Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer. And listen to this, and she's having none of it. Now, the article says moderates to Biden, BIF now or bust. Senator Kirsten Sinema delivered a tough message to President Joe Biden at a private meeting Wednesday, we're told. She said, if the House delays its schedule of September 27th vote on the bipartisan infrastructure plan, or if the vote fails, she won't be backing a reconciliation bill. In other words, she's saying, if you take it up for a vote and it fails, I'm wrecking stimulus. If you don't take it up for a vote, I'm wrecking stimulus. So you guys, they're saying you got to get it done right now, right away. And the problem with that is they're saying they don't have enough time as it is. Now, Senator Joe Manchin is asking for revisions to cut it down. They're saying they don't have enough time. And Kirsten Sinema is saying that's not my problem, you guys. Now, listen to this. Sinema is not the only moderate taking this stance. Representative Kurt Schrader, one of the approximately 10 moderates in the Democratic House members that is playing hardball with the leadership, said that he and several members of their group are on the same page. Now, some of the lawmakers have conveyed that message up the chain to leadership and the White House. A senior Democratic aide confirmed the warnings. Now, if they delay the vote or it goes down, then I think you can kiss reconciliation goodbye. Reconciliation would be dead, aka the stimulus package will be over for these Democrats. Now, or to put it in another way, listen to this. Inside the moderates' calculations, progressives, as you know, Pramila Jayapal and a lot of progressives are combating this. They're saying progressives think that they can band together and threaten to kill the infrastructure bill, and it will convince moderate members to go along with the larger reconciliation package. But listen to this, but multiple sources, including a senior Democratic aide and several of the centrist camp, tell us the left is misreading their colleagues. Listen to this, the upshot. Some moderates privately have decided that no infrastructure bill is better than one that's paired with the $3.5 trillion stimulus spending bill, you guys. They're saying, listen, you better not call a bluff because we're not bluffing. We actually do not care. We will just have nothing as opposed to us wanting to pass through the infrastructure bill. We care less than you do, so if you want to wreck it, we're fine with it. Listen to this. I have long been baffled by the idea that spend $3.5 trillion or we won't let you spend $1 trillion would be a convincing argument to a non-crazy. Perhaps it's actually not. So you guys, let me know your thoughts. We're going to be seeing what unfolds here, probably likely like right now in the next couple hours. I don't know. I'll be sure to keep you up to date. And we're hearing that they're not going to hit this September 27th deadline. We heard this from 2 Democratic leaders over the weekend, and I reported to you. If you missed that video, be sure to check it out. I share with you the actual video footage. You can hear them say it's not going to happen. It's very likely that they might get it done in early October. So the arrival time has totally changed. And Kirsten Sinema is holding Nancy Pelosi's feet to the fire. So we're going to see what happens, you guys. Man, this is getting crazy. I will keep you up to date. And you guys, thank you so much for joining me here on the channel. If you made it this far and you haven't already, don't forget, smash the like button. Helps out the channel. Lets the YouTube algorithm know that you like these videos. Leave your comments. Share this out. If this is your first time here and you want to stay up to date, hit the subscribe button. Turn on the notification bell. And if you got any questions for me, shoot them to me in the DM on Instagram at SteveRam3. And you guys, I'll catch you in the next video. Remember, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Monday through Friday, regular uploads, and also random uploads throughout the day and during weekends occasionally, just whenever news breaks, and it seems like it's every hour now. But you guys, I hope this reaches you well. Try not to stress, get some rest. I will keep you up to date. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.